name is Agana Welcome, and today I'm going to be introducing Dr. Njakiri Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages, and we are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes. New York City is so great that we threw a ticker tape party for our latest heroes. Do you know who they are? The U.S. Female World Cup champions.
What?
Clap for them. Now, it was the 207th parade since 1886.
No.
Oh, yeah. Watch. Wow! USA! 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 You see, when Americans are shouting USA, USA, it's like Kenyans shouting Harambe! Or Igbo people shouting Nzobu, Nzobu, Henyimba, Henyi, Nzobu, Henyimba, Nzobu, Nzobu. Or Yoruba people shouting Yoruba Parako. You see, something like that. Oh, I have a perfect one that fits the USA. USA. It's like Biafrans shouting Holy, 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 Holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, Holy. I miss my noisemakers. Anyway, the US female soccer team won their 4th World Cup. Number 4.
What?
Yeah, this time it is back to back. It is not an easy thing to accomplish. You play soccer, it's not an easy thing. Is it? No, it's not easy. No, 50 years ago today, we threw a similar party for Neil Armstrong and the Apollo 11 team that came back from the moon. Remember? Were you here? You see, things have changed since then in America. Americans are no longer dreaming about going to the moon or going to Mars. No. Just go to Europe, bring back a cup from Europe, and we are happy. We're okay. You know? Now, the truth is that every society defines who they call their hero. Every society, at any point in time, they define it. Nigeria is in search of a hero. It is an urgent thing. It is a desperate search. Did you hear that at the African Cup of Nations in Egypt, during the semi-final match, Dangote, you know Dangote? He has money. And Otedola, they offered the Nigerian Super Eagles $75,000 for a goal. Oh yeah,
No.
Every goal, $75,000. No. This is what I say. If you make this kind of offer to Oshodi boys, they will score 100 goals in 30 minutes. But $75,000 means nothing to all our millionaire footballers, these guys. It means nothing to them. No wonder Nigeria lost to Algeria. They lost. Now, if Nigeria had won it all, I don't think that that would have changed the human condition of the average Nigerian. For that one day, he might drink 2 or few bottles of beer. Afterwards, take some girls to an adult toy store. And if any woman he's talking to is on the phone, you just slap her. Take a look.
Take it easy now. You are very stupid. What's your problem? You are very stupid. I think you are very stupid. I will come with you. Are you mad? I know where you go. I think you are very stupid. Take her. Go.
Yeah. By the way, that was for those who do not know, that was Nigerian Senator Elisha Abbo of Adamawa State. Yeah, slapping a nursing mother for talking on the phone while he was talking to her.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's it. Other than that kind of celebration, what else can we do? There will still be no light, there will still be no water, there will still be no jobs, there will still be no ministers. Do you know that it has been over 50 days since Buhari swearing in as the 2nd-term president? And no ministers.
What?
No ministers. Meanwhile, Abubakar Atiku was ready on day 1 with his list of ministers. Damn those INEC servers. Huh? Imagine what would have been if he is the president. Anyway, another way a Nigerian might have celebrated the Super Eagles win is to go off that scene TV called Big Brother Nigeria. You remember Big Brother TV, the show? Yeah, they would switch it off, go on social media and start screaming that Fulani Herdsmen are all over the pages of his passport. International passport, yeah, like this. And that they were crawling out of the pages of his passport into his church with bows and arrows, you know? Oh yes, Apostle Suleman had a Fulani invasion nightmare the other day. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He did.
And, oh, he did. He went on Twitter to advertise his ignorance. In his hysteria, he saw the image of Fulani herdsmen on a page of his passport. He got stuck on that page and he could not turn to the other page to see that other ethnic groups were represented on Nigerian passport pages. Now, people laughed at the foolishness of the man of God. Foolish people. But that is how and even where most Nigerians are stuck today. They could not turn the next page. Now, we need real heroes in Nigeria because we have serious problems. In a sane Nigeria, the real heroes would have been the students of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, who built their own electric cars. It's a clap for them. Look at it. It's wonderful. You know, they are telling members of our National Assembly that the future of transportation is not in crude oil. That the future of transportation is in electric cars. Now, that is where the rest of the world is going, with the exception of Nigeria. You will never know that the world has moved on from fossil fuel by looking at the topmost thing Nigeria produces, oil, or looking at the thing on the head of the NNPC's new group general manager. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that ridiculous? Now, you may think the man looks ridiculous, but he thinks himself as the new Bill Gates of Africa because he controls. Now, back to Fulani herdsmen and what is called RUGA. Have you heard about RUGA? Mm-hmm. No. After forming committees after committees, the Vice President National Economic Council, finally came up with their solution to what was once called herdsmen and farmers conflict. Remember when we used to call it that innocent name?
Yeah. That was
a long time ago, when Kosi or Jacob was still a virgin. Long time ago, We now call it Fulani invasion. No, that's not what Femi Fani-Kayode calls it. No? Mm. We now call it, Fulanization. Thank you, Olusegun Obasanjo, thank you so much. We finally have something we can remember the man for, after all these years of being in Nigerian politics, finally. Anyway, so the Vice President's Committee came up with RUGA. RUGA is simply defined as the federal government's efforts to take land from the 36 states of the Federation to build ranches for herdsmen. Genius. Genius. The less land a state has, the more land the federal government wants. No? That's not what's going on. Do you know that 3 or 4 states with large land masses can actually produce all the cows that Nigeria needs? Chikena, Odumaki, please, come and tell them about Netherlands. Tell them.
Niger State alone has 70,000 square kilometers land. Netherlands is the 4th largest exporter of agriculture in the world. The entire Netherlands is not of Niger State.
See, Niger State alone can produce all the cows that Nigeria needs. All of them. The argument is that with ranches, cows will not be roaming around homes, farms, government offices, airports, and causing havoc. With ranches, that Fulani herdsmen will not have any reason to use their government-approved AK-40. Wait, who wrote this crap? Who wrote this crap? Anyway, that Fulani herdsmen will not have any reason to use their government-approved AK-47 to shoot up villages where their cows were killed, or use knives to cut off farmers who did not provide enough yam for their cows. What? That is an exaggeration? Okay, you know what? Take a look. Now, do you have a better explanation as to why the life of a cow is equal or even of more value than that of a dozen people? Do you have an explanation? In essence, with the ranches, the Fulani herdsmen and their cows will be restricted to the pages of Apostle Suleman's international passports. The holy pastor turned politician, the Vice President of Nigeria, came out swinging. He said RUGA was not what his committee came up with. He said his National Livestock Transformation Plan did not come with that nonsense. he vowed to reveal the magnificent plan his committee came up with before the expiration of the 30-day ultimatum that the Fulani Herdsmen gave the Buhari's administration to lift the suspension of RUGA. It's one that is happening in Nigeria. It's a lesson for Africa. So the Fulani Herdsmen's Association had this to say to Nigerians who oppose RUGA. Now, before I show the video, let me say this. You know, under normal circumstances, you expect a group who feels misunderstood or maybe slighted to explain themselves well, you know, appeal to Nigerians as fellow citizens, disassociate themselves from those rogue herdsmen killing people and destroying farms. You know what I mean? Things like that. Think again. Watch.
We place President Buhari and the federal government on notice that they must act to halt and completely stop this raging madness within 30 days, beginning from today, Wednesday.
I know. Why should they bother explaining themselves when they are Nigerians too, and they have the right to live anywhere they want? Is it not true? Buhari?
They knew that the Nigerian herders never carried anything more than a stick and occasionally a machete to cut down foliage and give it to their animals. These ones are carrying AK-47. So I don't think people should underrate what happened in Libya. 43 years of Gaddafi, people were recruited from the Sahel. They were taught nothing other than to shoot and kill. With the demise of Gaddafi, they moved to their countries and to their regions, and they carried away with them the only experience they have in training, using weapons. And that's what is aggravating the situation.
Wait. They are not Nigerians? What am I hearing? They are from Guinea and Gaddafi's neighbors. Is that? And yet we are building RUGA for them. Is that what is going on? Let me know. Forget about that. Let's ask Rufai.
And yes, we offered them money. We said, look, if we have to pay you not to kill our people, we're happy to do it.
Is that the only solution that you're adopting, to pay them to stop the killing? That
is the only solution we can see. If anyone has a better solution, he should give us. If you have somebody in Guinea that you cannot prove is responsible for this, but you say, look, we apologize, this has happened.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? We are paying them to stop killing Nigerians. But now we are just building RUGA for them to now come and live in Nigeria. Is that what's going on? Could this be why Apostle Suleman was having nightmares of Fulani herdsmen jumping off the pages of his passport? Could all these things be what's going on? Now, besides threatening to kick Southerners out of the north, if RUGA is not restored, these herdsmen complained that in the history of Nigeria, other than the grazing routes that the British approved, that they have never received anything from the federal government. Never.
Never?
Oh yeah, seriously. Besides Jubril Aminu's nomadic education of 1980s, what has the government done for the Fulanis? What? Whatever happened to that nomadic education, program? Do you remember? We spent millions of naira when naira had value. What happened to it? Do you know? Nobody. They were not. You weren't born then. Anyway, what has the government done for the Fulanis? They argue. It's a serious question. Great point if you ask me. After all, the federal government of Nigeria built Ojalaba International Market in Lagos and called Igbo people roaming around Lagos and handed it over to them and said, you take. All over northern Nigeria, the federal government built Sabongari and called up Southerners roaming around the north to go in and pick the houses of their choice. Isn't that what happened? So what is wrong with building RUGA across every state of the Federation? I totally blame the people of these southern states who were just sitting there waiting for Nigeria to get to this point. What stopped them years back when it was still herdsmen and farmers conflict from finding a modern solution to these problems? Build ranches and raise cows themselves. What stopped them? today is too early. Today is still early. The people in Anambra State are waking up.
The governor's desire to revive Efigbo in the state is yielding results, as Wonder Farms Limited in Umunze has started the rearing of Efigbo. This will cut down on the dependence of meat from other states.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, in all of this, what did Bola Tinubu say? Or you can say, what will Bola Tinubu do? Because all eyes are now on Tinubu. The Vice President Osinbajo has lost the last of his credibility because he's there, sitting there and watching the country go to the dogs. You know what I mean? A senior advocate like him and a law professor is watching the weekly killing of Shiite members by Nigerian security forces. That is not good. A law professor is watching as people protesting for the continuing detention of their leader, despite court order that he should be freed, are being killed, and he's doing nothing. At this point, it is either that Vice President Osinbajo is Buhari's enabler, or that he is just an errand boy of Asura Cabal. It has to be one or the other. There is no other explanation. I hope he knows that resignation is an option for him. You know what I mean? He should not wait until he leaves office and then he start complaining, when I was there, I was taking all this nonsense and I was condoning all this. We don't want to hear that. Now is the time to act. Meanwhile, posters and t-shirts of Tinubu 2023 are already out. Have you seen it? Take a look. It is doable, I'm telling you. It is doable. Let us go via satellite to see what Bola Tinubu's reaction to all these things are. Let's go there and see. Watch. Now, those were the dancing steps of a man who knows where his bread is buttered. But that is not what I want to play. You know what? Play his recent reaction. Go back to satellite. Aha, yes.
We know how it started, where it all started. There are a lot of copycats. How many years ago have we faced insecurity in this country and cases of kidnapping? It's Evans who was arrested and the disclosure thereafter. A Herdsmen. I don't want to be political. I will ask you, where are the cows?
Hey! Where are the cows? This is a great question. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Remember, during OJ, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. If there are no cows at the scene of the crime holding AK-47, you must acquit. Who did this to us? Do you know? Who did this to us? I cannot believe that I have spent all the time that I have talking about cows grazing roots when India is sending monkeys to space and China is planning to build colonies in Mars. Now, about that slap. No, that one is for the slap to you can slap a witch all the time. That's not what we're talking about. About the senator in the adult store, toy store. Yeah, that one, yes.
Take it easy now. You are very stupid. What's your problem? You are very stupid. I think you are very stupid. I will come with you. Are you mad? I know where you go. I think you are very stupid. Take her. Go.
I want Nigerian men who have never given their housemates that kind of slap to raise their hands up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see, not all Nigerian men are like that. Not. Did you notice that even when the senator appeared before the Senate committee looking into what he did, the slapping senator, the Elisha man, that man will not even go to heaven, Elisha. Anyway, when he appeared, did you see that he was full of shh? Okay, he was still full of it. Watch.
With suspension.
We are not threatening
I am
you.
a senator
I said
like
we are
you.
not threatening
I
you.
will not sit
Sir,
you threatening with suspension.
With all due respect, sir.
With all due respect to you, I won't sit here. You are my colleague. You are a senator like me. You cannot threaten me with suspension.
Excuse me.
I take exception, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Off that man. You are digging a hole for yourself.
I swear, a thug is always a thug, no matter the clothes he's wearing. An ignorant and hysterical fellow is always an ignorant and hysterical fellow, no matter the Christian ministry he's running. Now, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, The Man Died, by Bola Tinubu. And it says, the man dies in all who keep silent in the face of tyranny. Happy birthday, Prof. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Damages. Do high fees damage your wallet when you send money home? I've got the damage control. Use Wave for no fee transfers. Remember the promo code DOCTOR for $5.